Good morning. As you know that in a motion, time is also there and graph is also there, and with the help of the graph, we solve some of the numericals in the question. So today we will discuss two of the graph. One is distance time graph, another is speed time graph. First we take distance time graph. You see this is a graph in which in a y-axis there is a distance, and in a x-axis we give the time. When when we have a such type of graph, when we plot the distance time graph and we got such type of graph in which we see that the straight line is formed, then it confirms that the body has a uniform motion. Body has uniform motion. It means every time interval the body travels equal distance. So here you see that how can we read, how can we use the graph. You see there is a x-axis, there is a y-axis, there is a x-axis. Here is a distance in a meter, here is time in a seconds. Here you see that here is a this type of graph. When we got the straight line, then that represents the body has in a uniform speed. How can we know, or how can we collect the information of distance and time and calculate the calculate the velocity? So here we see that there is a one point here s1 and there is a s2. Here is time t1 and time t2. At time t1 the distance travel is s1, and at time t2 distance travel is s2. So from this graph we can calculate the speed. And how can it we can calculate? So here you see that there is s2 and s1. The speed means distance by time. So here is a distance is s2 minus s1 from the figure, and time is t2 minus t2 minus t1, and there is a some data is given in the questions, and with the help of that data we put here in this formula, and we can easily calculate the speed with the help of distance time graph. But this graph is represent the uniform speed. But whenever you got the another body and that body has a non-uniform motion, then you saw the graph. Then we plot the graph may be this type of, there is a distance, there is a time, and graph may be this type or this type. So if the graph is distance time graph is in this way or in this nature, then you can easily say that it is a non-uniform speed. The body has non-uniform speed, and you can calculate the speed also with the help of that. So this is all about the distance time graph. You can go through the books. More example is given into your book. You can do yourselves and add more concept in these points. Now this is the second type of graph, and that graph is speed time graph. But we already put a graph here, but that graph is represent a body that has uniform motions. That body has uniform motion. So you see that there is a velocity meter in a meter per second, there is a time in a seconds, and we can represent at time t velocity at time t1 velocity at d1, at time t2 velocity at c. So you see that then this is all about the figure. We have a velocity and we have a time. So from that we can calculate the distance. We can calculate the distance or displacement. So how can it is possible? How can it is possible? So for that, whenever you have a speed time graph and the data is given here, so first you search from the data, what type of the figure is evolved into it, what type of closed figure involved into the with the help of the speed time graph. So you see that there is a rectangular figure A B C D. There is a rectangular figure. So for calculating the distance, you can simply calculate the area of A B C D rectangles. If you calculate the value, calculate the area of the ABCD, and that is corresponding to the value of the distance. So you see here there is a what is the area of the rectangle? L into B. So here is, you see that L is AB and B is L into B. B is what? DA or AD. And from figure, AB is T2 minus T1 and AD is equal to V. So you see that distance can be calculated by V into T2 minus T1. So you see that while you want to calculate distance from this speed time graph, and that speed time graph has a body that has a uniform motion. So simply you can first search the what type of closed figure behind the graph. When you search, it is a rectangle, then you simply calculate the area and then you put the value, and this is the value of the area of the rectangle is same as the area of the distance calculated from this formula. Thank you.